Hey mates, in this video you'll see a detailed guide of the night. If you'll find any new information, don't forget to press the like button, subscribe and leave a comment. Enjoy the video. First of all, I would like to start with basic information about the night. The movement speed of the night is 4.6 meters per second. While creating a path, the movement speed is 13.8 meters per second. The knight can summon 3 types of guards in turn: the Carnifex, Assassin, and the Jailer. Each of these guards is good in their own way. For example, the Carnifex is breaking pallets much faster, and also he has the highest hunt duration between guards. His hunt duration is 24 seconds, but because of the movement speed of 4.1 meters per second, for survivors it won't be a problem to go away from him. The Assassin has the highest movement speed among guards, 4.4 meters per second. With this speed he can easily catch up to survivors and injure them. Also, he applies deep wound effect on survivors. The bad side of the Assassin is his hunt duration. His hunt duration is 12 seconds. The Jailer has the highest patrol time, 24 seconds, and a detection range of 14 meters, but his movement speed is 4.1 meters per second and the hunt duration is 12 seconds. Now you know all the basic information about the guards, and it's time to talk about how to use them. Basically, the Carnifex is for pressure. For example, if a survivor was working on a gen and the Carnifex start to hunt him, that survivor at least will waste around 40 to 50 seconds of his time. Because when guards are chasing survivors, survivors just hold W and leave the gen. As I mentioned previously, the hunt duration of the Carnifex is 24 seconds. After the end of the chase, that survivor will spend the same amount of time going back to his gen. So if you have Cold Brand, you can easily regress that gen to 0. For this reason, the knight becomes the most annoying killer in the game when there are 3 survivors alive, because with his guards he can easily control gens, waste the time of survivors and down them. The Assassin is for chases. For survivors it's much harder to run from the Assassin because of his movement speed. I had a lot of station when he was downing survivors and injuring them by himself. And the Jailer is for information, for defending gens, hooks and totems. As I mentioned before, the Jailer has the highest detection range and patrol time among guards. Because of that, you can place him close to your hex totem or drive a patrol between 2 gens. Most of the time I'm using the Jailer after a hook, as I see most of the players just place a guard in front of the hook. That's actually a huge mistake, because when survivors will attempt to save a hooked survivor, the guard won't have enough time to injure them and will stop the hunt. I will try to show you with an example. Imagine you hooked a survivor at the corner of Dead Dog Saloon. If you will place a guard in front of the hook, it won't be a problem for survivors to save their teammate. Instead of that, you will go a little bit further and you will drive a patrol from the right to the center of the map. In this case, if the guard will detect a survivor, his chances to hit him will be higher. Also, with this information you can go back to hook and prevent a save. In this scenario you will have a map control, a chance to injure a survivor and of course information. But it doesn't mean you can use the Jailer for chases or the Assassin for protection. I'm just trying to show you the pros and cons of every guard. There are basically 2 ways of using a patrol path. The first one is an instant guard. This technique is good to use when a survivor doesn't have a safe place around him. Like on this footage, survivor doesn't have a chance to leave that loop without being injured. It means he'll get a hit for 100%. Let's call a second technique a guard trap. This technique is much harder than the previous one, but when you will learn it, it will be much easier for you to catch survivors in jungle gyms, in the kill shack and etc. With this technique you should have an understanding of how survivors are playing, because you need to read their movement. When you will know where the survivor will go, you can block that tile with your guard in advance and confuse the survivor. This trap technique works real well in the kill shack. You can draw a patrol path from the right corner of the kill shack to his center. Guard will force a survivor to leave the kill shack and he'll be an easy target for you. Tips and tricks for the night. While you're driving a patrol path, you can stay at the same place for an infinite of time. While your guard is breaking a pallet, survivors can't vault that pallet. If you want to cancel your guard, just hit him. After a hit, he will disappear and you will be able to use the next guard. Guards can take survivors through walls when survivors are doing rush actions or missing skill checks. You can fart Warhop tokens by standing in front of the hook. For that you should use a patrol path and leave the hook. The same thing you can do with Make Your Choice to expose a survivor and instantly down him after the save. You can body block a survivor when guard is chasing him. It's time to talk about the best add-ins of the night. Map of the Realm. Map of the Realm will increase detection range of all guards by 4 meters. With this add-in it will be much easier for guards to detect survivors. Detection range of the Carnifex and the Assassin with this add-in will be 12 meters. And detection range of the Jailer 18 meters. Tattoo Tabard is a very useful add-in, especially if you're using Hex build on the night, because you can place the Jailer in front of your Hex totem and he'll defend that totem for 30 seconds. With this add-in, the patrol time of the Carnifex and of the Assassin will be 18 seconds. Treated Blade, Cold Steel Manacles and Battle Axe Head are good add-ons as well. I think there's no point to explain why. Dried Horsemeat. Dried Horsemeat is one of the best add-ons of the night. Dried Horsemeat increases the hunt duration of all guards by 4 seconds. It will increase the chance to injure survivors with the help of guards. With this add-in, the hunt duration of the Carnifex will be 28 seconds. The hunt duration of the Assassin and of the Jailer will be 16 seconds. Call to Arms. Call to Arms is one of my favorite add-ons of the night. It increases the length of a patrol path by 10 meters and the speed while driving a patrol path by 25%. With this add-in, you can block tiles or summon guards in front of the survivors much faster. Lightweight Greaves. Lightweight Greaves is a powerful add-in for punishing survivors. When you will summon the Jailer, your movement speed will increase by 10% for 6 seconds. It will help you catch up to a survivor who is trying to leave the loop. The best add-in of the night is Iridescent Company Banner. With this add-in, you can block windows while creating a path, and also if your guard will chase a survivor while the exit gate is open, the exit will be blocked for that survivor. Now it's time to talk about the best builds of the night. As you know, the night is very good at defending gens, especially if you have 3 gen station. In the first build we have Call of Brian, Eruption, Overcharge and Nowhere to Hide. With this build, it won't be a problem for you to defend and regress gens. If you'll have a 3 gen station, then survivors will definitely suffer. The second build is for the endgame. In this build we have Blood Warden, No Way Out, Remember Me and Noid. To make this build more powerful, you will need Iridescent Company Banner. Because of this add-in, it will be much easier to get a value from Blood Warden. And with Iridescent Company Banner, you will have a chance to catch a survivor at the exit gate. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.